welcome back to week 2 of Collision Kids for the virtual stuff. So we're going to have everyone stand up. We're going to start this the same way that we always have. So everyone on your feet, get your families, and let's show them how these songs are done because they've never done them before, so do them the best that you can.
Everybody in the place, put a smile on your face, cause it's time to move it. Everybody can groove it. If you're happy and you know it, then I know you want to show it. Sing it loud, sing it proud, everybody sing it out. If you're happy and you know it, then clap your hands. Said clap your hands, come on, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then I know you want to show it, so clap your hands like this. Everybody's so happy. Everybody's feeling happy. Everybody's so happy. Everybody's feeling, they're feeling. If you're happy and you know it, then stomp your feet. Said stomp your feet, come on, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then I know you want to show it, so stomp your feet like this. Everybody's so happy. Everybody's feeling happy. Everybody's so happy. Everybody's feeling, they're feeling. If you're happy and you know it, then sing it loud. Yeah, sing it loud. Come on, sing it loud. If you're happy and you know it, then I know you want to show it, so sing it loud like this. Ayo. Sing it loud, sing it proud.
hands up. Put your hands up, put your hands up. Put your hands up, put your hands up. Put your hands up. When I'm in trouble and don't know what to do, I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. When I'm lonely, I can reach out to you. I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. Cause you're bigger than me and I'll surrender to you. I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. And if I need your attention to get me through, I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. I want you to know that I am letting go, surrendering my life. I give it all to you, everything I want, and all of my desires. I put it all aside. I give it all to you. When I'm in trouble and don't know what to do, I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. When I'm lonely, I can reach out to you. I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. Cause you're bigger than me and I'll surrender to you. I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. And if I need your attention to get me through, I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. I want you to know that I am letting go, surrendering my life. I give it all to you, everything I want, and all of my desires. I put it all aside. I give it all to you. When I'm in trouble and don't know what to do, I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. When I'm lonely, I can reach out to you. I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. Cause you're bigger than me and I'll surrender to you. I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. And if I need your attention to get me through, I'm gonna put my hands up, put my hands up. Put your hands up, put your 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 hands up.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Berry Blast Theme Park. This week is sadly our 7th week of Berry Blast, which means that we only have 1 week left after this. So we've done great learning all the fruits of the Spirit, and we're going to do our second to last fruit of the Spirit this week. And I'm going to tell you guys that you could sit down, but you guys know me a lot better than that. So stay standing up for your guys' all-time favorite song of Berry Blast Theme Park.
Get on, hang on, strap in. This is just the beginning. Get on, hang on, strap in. This is just the beginning. I'm at the park for a lot of fun. Looking for adventure with everyone. They got rubber cars, arcades, pirate ships. A tower drop that'll make you go like this. Go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Now that's a lot of fun and I love those rides. But there's one thing here that I gotta try. A roller coaster, that's what I can't miss. Make my head spin around and go like this. Go spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around. It's time to start it up, get your hands up. From the front to the back, you know we ain't stopping. Start it up, get your hands up. Once the thrill ride starts, you know we ain't dropping. Start it up, get your hands up. From the front to the back, you know we ain't stopping. Start it up, get your hands up. Once the thrill ride starts, you know we ain't dropping. So hang on. Hang on. We're at the park for a lot of fun. Looking for adventure with everyone. They've got Ferris wheels, teacups, carousels, cotton candy, nacho cheese, and those big pretzels. Go, Now I love those loves rides and I love great food. And I don't mean to be a little bit rude, but the roller coaster is what I can't miss. Makes my head spin around and go like this. Go spin around, spin around, spin around, spin around. It's time to start it up. Get your hands out from the front to the back. You know we ain't stopping. Start it up. Get your hands out. Once the thrill ride starts, you know we'll be dropping. Start it up. Get your hands out from the front to the back. You know we ain't stopping. Start it up. Get your hands out. Once the thrill ride starts, you know we'll be dropping.
I don't care about the tunnel of love. Shooting rapids is not what I'm dreaming of. I just wanna ride that coaster again, so strap in.
Get on, hang on, strap in. This is just the beginning. Get on, hang on, strap in. This is just the beginning. It's time to start it up. Get your hands up from the front to the back. You know we ain't stopping. Start it up. Get your hands up. Once the thrill ride starts, you know we'll be dropping. Start it up. Get your hands up from the front to the back. You know we ain't stopping. Start it up. Get your hands up. Once the thrill ride starts, you know we'll be dropping. So hang on. Hang on. This is just the beginning.
All right, guys, great job with that song. Now you can be seated. Now you guys can relax for just a little bit before we do our last song later on in the lessons. So now it is time for one of the things that you guys love the most, name that tree, which actually I'm very, very, very nervous for this today because I don't want to mess name that tree up. You know, it's such an important thing because we're learning about the fruits of the Spirit, and these are all fruit trees. So hopefully we don't mess it up, but we'll see. So let's see what the bark of this tree looks like. Yeah, that didn't help me at all. I don't know if that helped you guys. If you guys are any tree experts, let me know because I need some help. So let's see if maybe the leaves will help a little bit. Nope. Still didn't help. Well, I don't want to mess this up. Then I'm really scared I will. But if you guys think you know what it is, go ahead and shout it out. I'll just sit here and wait and see what the fruit is. All right, now let's find out what the fruit is. Hopefully you guys know. Oh, cherries. See, I should have known that it was a cherry tree, but again, I'm not that good at naming that tree. All right, so let's go over our fruits of the Spirit instead because I'm getting a little better at those. I'm still not as fast as Twitch is with the fruits of the Spirit, but I can pretend I can at least get them right most of the time. So the fruits of the Spirit are love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. And the one that we're going to be going over this week is peace. So in order to have peace means that you don't have fear, which is overcoming fear, because no one in this world does not have fear. See, I was scared that I would get named that tree wrong because it's something that I think is really important, but God calls us to have peace. So let's see what our main point says about peace. All right, so our main point for peace is I can trust God in difficult times. So one more time, our main point is I can trust God in difficult times. So your parents have probably heard us yelling when they've been in here, because I know that when I'm in here and when I'm not with you guys, I'm sitting in here, and all I hear is this roar of kids like, ah, 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 and no one knows what it is. So let's show your parents what all that screaming and yelling is about. So on the count of three, I want you guys to yell the main point as loud as you possibly can. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, so sadly, I don't have my friend Rocky here, which means that he can't tell you guys if you did good or bad, and I know that you guys love knowing if you did good and if Rocky thinks that you did well, but I don't think he would think that's loud enough. So let's try that one more time. So let's shout the main point. Ready? 1, 2, 3. All right, that was a little better. I trust that you guys are yelling that very loud and that your parents now understand why we are so noisy in kids, because we all have loud voices and a lot of energy, so we have to get it out somehow, all right? All right, so next you're going to see what Twitch is up to today in the theme park because he is on his second to last day of training. So let's see if he's learned anything through these past 6 lessons.
Well, not much training left for you, Twitch, my friend.
Really? That's great!
But that doesn't mean you can take it easy. It's time for the you-know-what. Hands in.
I win.
Come on, Twitch. Here we go. Say it with me. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. Woo! Hey, you got them all right that time.
I did. Wow, that's great.
Calm down, calm down. Today, you're going to be learning about peace.
Peace?
Yes, peace. You can't call yourself an official Berry Blast theme park employee unless you've got a good handle on peace. And as always, we have a training video that I'd like for you to watch. It'll help you get a good handle on this.
Okay.
But you are going to pay attention this time, right?
Of course.
Okay.
Welcome to training video number 7, Peace and You. Billy knows that he's better at helping others when he has peace in his life. So as Billy comes to work, he wipes his feet and leaves his troubles at the door.
Wipe my feet? Oh, no! What if I forgot to wipe my feet this morning? Oh, no! If I forgot to wipe my feet, then I could attract all kinds of gunk into the park. Oh, no! If I attract in gunk, it could be a disease. If it's a disease, then half the city could be gone because of a plague. A plague! I better go home and wipe my feet.
What's this? Oh my, this man has locked his keys in his car. How unfortunate. The car is full of delicious Berry Blast ice cream that could melt. This is serious, but Billy doesn't panic. Billy has peace because he trusts in God and prays to Him for help. That's what helps him follow the first rule of any serious situation here at the park. Stay calm. Billy takes a moment for a deep breath and lets the man know that he is there to help and will do his best to get this problem solved. Billy shows this man where the nearest telephone is so he can call someone to open his car. And now, a few minutes later, this gentleman is back in his car and headed home. Way to stay calm, Billy. Who is this? Oh no, this little boy has fallen down and hurt his knee. Injuries are serious. This boy could be really hurt. However, Billy knows that in order to truly help this boy, he needs to follow the #1 rule for dealing with serious situations. Stay calm. Billy calmly explains to this boy that he is here to help and takes a look at the knee. The knee is only scraped, but Billy still calmly helps the boy to a first aid station. Way to go, Billy! Wait, what's that noise? Uh-oh, it's the park's fire alarm. Fires are very dangerous and should be taken seriously. Billy could run for cover while screaming, but instead he follows the #1 rule of dealing with serious situations. Stay calm. Billy calmly helps park attendees exit the park and then waits in the designated area before being told that it is safe to re-enter. It seems that this was just a drill. That's good news. Yes, today might have been much worse if Billy hadn't asked God for peace. And when we have peace, we will be better able to help others. Yes, with peace in his life, Billy's future is really something to get excited about. Remember, Having peace means trusting in God in difficult situations. And now it's your turn to be like Billy and have peace.
All right, I was able to go home and wipe my feet. And now, I'm ready for anything.
Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. You work here, right? Maybe you can help me.
Oh, well, of course, as a Berry Blast theme park employee, I'd be happy to help you with anything.
Great. Well, you see, I have apparently locked my keys in my car.
Locked?
Yes, and I really could use your...
Locked? What if I forgot to lock my front door at my house?
Well, I really don't know.
And what if somebody decided to go inside my house and steal all my stuff? And what if, just what if, a real estate agent decided to come in and sell my house? And what if that same real estate agent decided to sell half the city? Half the city! I gotta go make sure my front door is locked.
Well, wait, where are you going? What about my car?
Phew, my door was locked and now I'm ready for anything.
Calm down, it's just me. You ran off earlier when I was trying to talk to you. And my keys are still locked in my car?
Oh, yeah, I remember. You know, we really should get your keys out of your car.
Yes. Now, I tried to call one of my friends earlier so that they could bring me the spare keys, but my cell phone isn't getting a signal here. And
Cell phone?
yes, and I really could use...
Cell phone? What if my cell phone is still at home on its charger?
I really don't
It could
know.
be sucking up the power of half the city. Half the city. Do you realize that? It could be dangerous. I gotta get going.
No, wait, don't run off again. I really need your help.
Yes, Mom. I realized that I called you on my cell phone asking if my cell phone was on the charger. Yes, I gotta go, okay? Turns out my cell phone was actually in my pocket the whole time. After all the things that have happened, I'm sure that I'm ready for anything now.
I'm still waiting. Oh, I'm not trying to scare you, so stop doing that.
Oh, sorry.
Now, why do you keep running off like that? I mean, really, come on. Where's the fire?
Fire!
It's just an expression. Oh,
Fire!
no.
Oh no! What if my house is on fire? If my house is on fire, then it could take down half the city! Half the city! Oh no, I gotta go make sure my house isn't on fire!
No, wait, please don't run off again. I really need your help getting into my Never mind.
Wow, I'm so glad that my house didn't catch on fire. That would have been awful. Oh.
Hello, Twitch.
Bernie! Oh, good. I'm so glad you're here. I've had the craziest day. There's been all these serious problems that I've been having to deal with.
Yeah, I know.
You know?
Yes, I've been observing you today, Twitch, and how you've been dealing with that man who needed help getting his keys out of his car.
So, how did I do?
Not so good. No, he really needed your help, and you kept stressing out and running away.
Not so good? Not so good! No, I'm a failure! Oh, goodness. I'm gonna lose my job. If I lose my job, I can't make any money. And if I can't make any money, I can't get any food. Oh, this horrible.
This is why you fail. You keep getting stressed and freaking out.
But it's serious.
Yes, it is, but worrying and getting freaked out won't solve the problem. You were supposed to demonstrate peace today. I don't even know why I'm asking this, but didn't you watch the video?
Didn't you watch the video? The video clearly stated that in order to have peace, you have to wipe your feet before leaving your house, and you have to leave your troubles at the door. And I left my troubles at the door, but I had to keep going back home to fix them.
What?
I've had about all the peace that I could stand.
That's not peace.
It isn't?
No! Having peace means that we trust in God in difficult times. If we really trust in God, we don't need to get stressed or panic. Yes, there's going to be problems, but if we trust in God and put our focus on Him, we don't have to worry.
I don't get it, Bernie.
Of course you don't. I think you could benefit from another lesson from the life of David. Come on.
Okay.
Get in there.
Welcome to the Flight Coaster. Please fasten your seatbelt and keep your hands and feet inside the car at all times.
When you read through the life of David, it's clear that his life wasn't always easy. In fact, David faced more than his fair share of problems. When he was young, he had to face a huge problem. In fact, it was a problem that was over 9 feet tall that wanted to kill him. Do you remember who that was? That's right, Goliath. Well, later, David had to deal with the problem of being hunted down by King Saul, and he had to run away and hide in caves just to stay alive. Well, then he became king. But even then, problems didn't stop. As king, David had to fight war after war just to protect his people. And one time, David even had to face his own son who was trying to get rid of him and crown himself king. You know what, though? Despite of having to deal with all of these problems, David had peace. And you know why? Because he trusted in God. Many examples of what true peace is are shown in the Psalms that David wrote. These Psalms can be found in the book of Psalms in the middle of our Bible. Now, you might be asking, what is the book of Psalms? I'm glad you asked. The book of Psalms is a collection of songs and prayers written by many different people. And you know what? David wrote more Psalms than anyone else. In fact, he wrote 73 of them. Now, many of David's Psalms talk about peace, and many of those Psalms were written while he was dealing with a serious problem. Take Psalm 3, 1 through 6 as an example. It says,
"O Lord, I have so many enemies. So many are against me. So many are saying, God will never rescue him. But you, O Lord, are a shield around me. You are my glory, the one who holds my head high. I cried out to the Lord, and he answered me from his holy mountain. I lay down and slept, yet I woke up in safety. For the Lord was watching over me. I am not afraid of 10,000 enemies who surround me on every side."
Probably the most famous of David's Psalms is Psalm 23, where David paints a beautiful picture of having peace by trusting in God. Psalm 23 says,
"The Lord is my shepherd. I have all that I need. He lets me rest in green meadows. He leads me beside peaceful streams. He renews my strength. He guides me along right paths, bringing honor to his name. Even when I walk through the darkest valley, I will not be afraid, for you are close beside me. Your rod and your staff protect and comfort me. You prepare a feast for me in the presence of my enemies. You honor me by anointing my head with oil. My cup overflows with blessings. Surely goodness and unfailing love will pursue me all the days of my life, and I will live in the house of the Lord forever."
David understood that the only way to have peace is to trust in God, especially when times are tough. We should understand this too. Life is not always going to be easy. But no matter what happens, we need to trust that God loves us and that someday we will be with Him forever in heaven. When we remember that, we will have peace in every situation, no matter how bad it is.
Thanks for riding with us today. After your car has come to a complete stop, please gather your belongings and exit to the right.
Wow, I need to stop eating before I ride that thing. So that's what peace is all about. Peace is all about trusting in God with my problems. You know, come to think about it, I guess I didn't show much peace whenever I was helping that guy earlier. You know, the next time I see him, I'm gonna apologize to him for the way that I acted. You know, Bernie, Ow!
Oh, no, not you again. Look, I don't have time for another one of your panic attacks. I need to find someone who can actually help me.
Well, I'll help you, okay?
Right. You're just going to freak out again and run off.
No, I won't this time, okay? I realized that I've been too focused on my own problems, and I realized that the way that I was acting wasn't right. And so, if you'd like me to, I'd like to help you.
Really?
Yes, I'm trusting in God with my problems so that I can have peace.
Well, I'm certainly glad to hear that, because it was me the entire time.
Again? I didn't think it was humanly possible for a person to have that many disguises.
Yeah, it's great. Anyway, I'm proud of you. You really look like you've got a good handle on peace. You know, I know you have problems. I mean, we all do. But we need to have trust in God in order to have that peace when the problems come.
Yeah, you're right. And I want to trust in God so that I can have peace when the problems come.
If we have peace, we'll be better at helping others. Took you a little while to learn that, but you got it. Good job.
Well, thanks, Bernie.
Don't mention it, Twitch.
Welcome to the Berry Blast Carnival Games Fruit Shoot. Pick the fruit that will get shot the most. Bananas, apples, oranges, or grapes. Ready, set, shoot! Grapes win! Grapes win! That was great! I mean, great!
All right, good job, everyone. If you picked grape, then you are the winner for the week. I thought apple was gonna win, but I never win those. So, and I don't know how you guys do it. But, so let's get back to our lesson and what happened there. So, Twitch was sure freaking out about a lot of things. Like, I was freaking out about Name That Tree, but I don't think I was as bad as Twitch. Twitch always freaks out about everything all the time. As we know, Bernie touches him and he loses his mind. But he's now learning how to have peace, which peace is something that God asks and commands us to have. He tells us to have it because he doesn't want us to have fear. And fear isn't something that comes from God. Fear is something that is wrong. But our flesh likes to have fear. Like if you are scared of the things that are going on around you, or if you're scared when you move, or if you're scared when you go to a new school, God calls you to have peace. Which peace means that we can trust God. And trusting God is important, as we've been learning this whole entire time. So to tie this all together, let's look and see what our Bible verse for this week is. All right, and our Bible verse is found in John 14, verse 27. And it says, I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart. And the peace I give you is a gift the world cannot give. So don't be troubled or afraid. So that's just a verse that shows that God is calling us to have peace. And that even in the Bible, it says not to be troubled or afraid. So we're now going to do our very last song of the day. And the last song I will do with you guys in Berry Blast Theme Park. So let's do it extra good and extra loud. So everyone on your feet, and let's do this.
I will sing to you, God. I will sing to you. I will sing to you, God. I will sing to you, 'cause you love me always, and you give me everything.
Attention park attendees. Welcome to the Berry Blast Blast-Off Harvest. Our fruit are running wild all over the park. Answer these questions to get them back where they belong.
All right, so question number 1 for our review game is, what does it mean to have peace? Is it A, it means that you never have any problems? B, it means that you trust God in difficult times? C, it means that you never fight with anyone? Or D, it means that you get plenty of sleep and eat healthy? So go ahead and say what you think your answer is. You and your family talk about it. All right, and the answer is B. It means that you trust God in difficult times. All right, and question number 2. Which of these is an example of having peace? A, thinking about God and praying when you're scared. B, running away when you get in trouble. C, hiding so your mean older brother can't find you. Or D, working so hard that you don't have any problems. I think C and D sound pretty good, but what do you guys think? All right, and the answer is A. And question number 3. Imagine that you're at school and you are about to start a very important test. How can you have peace? A, explain to the teacher that you should be allowed to skip the test. B, calmly pray that God will help you remember what you studied. C, carefully look at your friend's test to get the answers. Or D, panic. What do you guys think about this one? All right, and the answer to this one is B, calmly pray that God will help you remember what you studied. Question number 4. Twitch was confused about peace. What did Twitch think that it meant to have peace? A, eating a healthy breakfast. B, having nicely combed hair. C, wiping your feet at home. Or D, always having a charged cell phone. And this can be a little bit confusing because he did have to run back and make sure his phone wasn't still charging. But the answer to this one is C, because that's what he thought when they first said that it was about peace. Question 5. What bad things happened when Twitch didn't have peace? A, Twitch panicked and wasn't able to help get the keys out of the car. B, Twitch ended up having to work at the wrong roller coaster. C, Twitch set off the fire alarm and caused a panic. Or D, Twitch won a medal for bravery. And the answer to this one is A. Question number 6. In today's Bible story, how did David show peace? A, he made all the cities in his kingdom safe from enemy attack. B, he built a temple for God. C, he defeated all his enemies. Or D, he trusted in God no matter how bad things were. And the answer to number 6 is D, he trusted in God. Question 7. David wrote many songs about peace. What happened to those songs? A, people sang them, but then they went out of style. B, no one liked them. C, they became a part of our Bible and the book of Psalms. Or D, not much because they didn't have radios back then. While D is true, what happened to them was C, and they became a part of the Bible, and you can find that in your Bible at home and read David's songs. Question 8. John 14:27 says, I am leaving you with a gift, peace of mind and heart, and the blank I give you is a gift the world cannot give you, so don't be blank or afraid. So is it, and the present I give you is a gift that the world cannot give you, so don't be scared? Is it that it is peace, so don't be troubled? It's a gift, so don't be angry? Or D, I give you candy, so don't be annoying? While D would be a nice one for some people, that is not the correct answer, and it is answer B, peace, so don't be troubled.
Attention park attendees. That's the last of the fruit. Thanks for your help. Check back next time though, because I don't think that these fruit can stay cooped up for long.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us today for Berry Blast Theme Park. Sadly, this is my last week for you guys, but I have to remember a lesson that you guys were supposed to get a while ago. Do you guys remember the week that we were supposed to be here, but we weren't able to be? Well, that was supposed to be my week teaching you, so we're going to rewind a little bit, so just back up. Let's rewind. Okay, so this week was supposed to be about joy. And joy is something that can only come from the Lord, and is when we have happiness, but happiness is just based on what happens to you. Joy is something that you find in the Lord so that you can have joy in every situation. So instead of being sad that I get to leave, I should have joy that we've learned all of the fruits of the spirits and that you guys have been so great through all this, and we get to find out a new theme in just 2 weeks. And next week, you get to have Miss Tess for the very last week of Berry Blast Theme Park. So let's get back to where we were. All right. So if you guys were here today, comment down below in the comment section and let us know you were here and who was with you. We'd love to know who joined you today. And if you comment, then you can get your pins whenever we're all able to come back together. If all of you do this, I know there will be quite a few of you that get to get in the special prize box when you come back, because there are a lot of you who were very close. So let's keep working towards that and see you guys in a few weeks.